What's up everyone, Max Weirda here. It's April 1st today and we're in Northwest Michigan on a 70-acre tract that I just recently closed on. It's a really exciting day for me. It's the first time that I've actually owned my own farm in Michigan, so real excited about the projects and plans ahead. We're gonna take a pretty extensive walk through this place today and show you guys what it has to offer, including some food plot locations, blind and tree stand locations, and then I'm actually meeting an excavator here at 3 to go over a potential location for a barndominium. Like I said, really excited about this place. I think it has a lot of potential and a lot to offer. Let's take a walk. So we're about a quarter of the way into the property here. And the nice thing is there is a little bit of a trail system into this place. The one big thing out here is it lacks substantial food. So, I don't know, we're probably 200 yards away from a pretty big area where I'm gonna have that same excavator, like I talked about earlier, put in a pretty big food plot for me. So we'll take a peek at that right now. There's a decent amount of brush, won't be too much clearing, but it's kind of in the center of the property. I think that'll be a good place for a big food plot. So this is the area here that I'm probably gonna end up calling just the big bottom plot. It's the largest area that won't take a ton of clearing and will give us the most food that we need. So I think I'll probably have the excavator put a berm up, which will give us bulletproof access from the west, and it'll turn into a pretty cool spot, so we're excited about it. So we are heading south off of the main access trail, and as you can tell, everything kind of slopes up on both sides, which I really like. I would think a lot of deer are going to be bedding on these ridges. It does need some TSI, so I don't know if I'll end up having somebody in here getting that cut or what that'll look like, but just another project to try and knock out. I'd like to put a food plot, I think, along the south line somewhere, just a 0 grain plot, so I think we'll probably take a peek over this ridge and see what that looks like there. I like that it's so hilly and got a big variety of terrain. So as you can see, we're probably 2/3 of the way back in here, pretty close to that south border, and there's that bigger ag field just to the south, and I don't know if that's normally corn or beans, but my assumption would be there's a lot of deer going from bed to food. So I think somewhere up top here there's a few open areas, and they'd be a pretty good spot for a kill plot and to eventually put a stand or blind up to intersect them going from bedding here to food in the evenings. It's also nice, there's a secondary trail system. I honestly don't know where exactly it goes yet, but it looks like it runs parallel to the south border. So that could potentially be another decent access route too. So we'll take a peek, see where this thing leads and comes from and see what that looks like. So here's the spot I had in mind for that little kill plot. It's not a huge area. I mean, maybe a 1/4 acre. There's a small bluff where I could blend in a ground vine pretty good, but I think it'd be a decent spot, and like I said, at least get a little bit exposure on this west side. What I really do like about this piece is the fact that there's such a big variety in terrain. We're towards the west border right now, and we're into a little more hardwoods here, and I mean, it's a lot of maple and cherry. I wish there were more oaks, but it is what it is. We're gonna head back out towards that bigger bottom plot. And on the north side, I don't know if we'll get there, but there's a decent amount of red pine too. So I think that's definitely gonna help, just having a variety in terrain and whatnot to work with. A lot of projects ahead, a lot of stuff to knock out, but should hopefully pay off in the end. So we just did a big loop along the south border, then along the west border, and we kind of came out the middle, and we're about to connect to that main access trail down the middle that would lead us to what we're calling the big bottom food plot. So we're probably still 3/4 of the way back in here. I don't think we'll get much to the north border. Like I said, it's a lot of red pine up there. And we'll probably start focusing on that middle plot, that small kill plot, some hinge cutting, and we got about an hour until that excavator's here. Meet with him, figure out where the barndo's gonna go, and then yeah, start putting this checklist together and get some of these things knocked out. All right, it's about 2:30. Excavator's gonna be here in half an hour. It's really good to get out here, get eyes on everything again. Really encouraged after seeing it all. Three main things gonna be the middle food plot, getting that in place. Secondly, is gonna be, I thought there was a little more cover out here than what there is. I'll have to just thicken things up with some hinge cutting, figure out what that looks like. Thirdly is gonna be a couple kill plots, and then a couple more stand locations, especially some rut spots. So looking forward to what's to come. Like I said, excavator's gonna be here soon. We're gonna walk through that, figure out where we're gonna do the barn dough, and yeah, excited how things look. But we're where I'm standing, it's about 160 feet from the road.
Yeah, I would be very happy with that.
Okay.
Especially if any of these trees grow up, it looks like they're all.
I know, and I'd probably end up putting some pine trees along that side too.
Yep.
Just to shield it a little bit.
Yep, I would say so. There's no really trees to worry about. You know, you take out a couple of cherries and you got really nothing.
Right.
It's no problem.
Sweet.
And the nice thing is you don't need retaining walls.
Right. Yeah, easy enough.
Blow off that hilltop a little bit and you're good.
Perfect. Good to go.
Which is what I would like to see for you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get out of here.
Sweet. Well, thanks a bunch, Aaron. Yeah, great meeting you. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll keep you posted, and hopefully sooner rather than later we can get this stuff going. Well, that's a wrap on day number 2 of hopefully many out here. Felt good to get all that busted out. Just met with the excavator there and went over some stuff. He's going to get going on that bigger food plot clearing, get that opened up. Said that shouldn't be too big of a deal, and then we went up to where we're going to hopefully put the barn dough. We got to get a perk test ordered to make sure everything's good there, but really excited about where that spot's going to be. So excited to get going on these things. Going to be some busy projects coming up, but should be fun stuff and hopefully worthwhile in the long run. So we're going to hopefully put a little series together on all these videos. So yeah, would love to have you follow along and see how it goes.